Okay, I'm in the middle of telling a story. In case you found this on a hepatitis or cancer search in YouTube, this is the website. You'll find the other segments of the story before this one. Anyway, okay. So, within 90 seconds of me asking, I said, give me, if I'm supposed to take this cat to India on the plane with me, give me a sign, a signal, a message, tell me something that, indicates I'm supposed to do that or not supposed to do or whatever, because I don't want to do this. I mean, it was my idea, I guess, but I was saying, I don't want to do this, okay? This is going to be work. This is going to be pretty iffy. So I said, okay, give me a sign, and this guy walks out of a doorway within 90 seconds of me asking this. I'm walking down this is a deserted street in the East Village, and it's freezing. I mean, it was like 20 degrees, it's like February in New York. So this guy walks up to me, and I was like, okay, may I help you? And he says, do you know anybody who needs a cat crate? I told you weren't going to believe it. Never before or since in my life has anyone ever walked up to me and asked me if I needed a cat crate. So, what happened? Well, I'll tell you what, I did not want to take this cat to India. Really, I didn't. And the minute he said that, I knew I had to take the cat to India. And I even more didn't want to take the cat to India because when I thought I had a choice or I was thinking about it or trying to figure out whether it was the thing to do, back then I didn't have such an aversion to it. But the minute I realized I was going to, I didn't want to, really big time, Now, a lesser person, and this is what a lot of people do with their guidance, unfortunately, because I think everybody gets guidance, a lesser person would still have questions. They would say, well, yeah, but, okay, I got this signal that I'm supposed to take the cat, but can this really be done do I really have to? Can this really be done some other way? I didn't do any of that. I did not go through all that stuff. You're just torturing yourself when you put yourself through all that, nonsense. So, the cat was scared to death on the plane, and we let it out of the cat crate on the plane. It was a 24-hour flight with a bunch of stopovers for just a few minutes. And, the cat had some fun in the hotel, some good victuals, and, was scared in the Tonga ride into the tomb, and on the train ride and all the other places. I kept letting the cat out, and it would sneak around like in the station in Mamad, where there was a 6-hour stopover there, And anyway, brought, there was nobody at the tomb. I mean, it was just the tomb keeper, and I think his name was Ramju, and Anyway, he said, sure, take the cat in the tomb. I said, I brought this cat from America to be with Baba in his samadhi. And he said, okay, great. So and I let the cat out in the tomb, and the cat sort of stalked around and looked around like, what's going on here? And, explored the tomb a little bit and then asked to go out, and I let the cat out, and that's what happened. Wasn't anything, the cat did not turn into a human being before my eyes or whatever. Nothing really special happened. It was just what you would expect. And the cat lived with me at Sarish's bungalow, who I stayed with for a while. Sarish was, he'd been the mayor of the town and also of Ahmednagar, and also he was he was a lot of things. But he was a colonel in the Indian Army, and he said that one of the other officers wanted a cat, so he came over with his wife, and I gave, they seem like very nice people and very well-to-do, and I gave him the cat. I don't think they ate it. It was too skinny. Minerva was always skinny, no matter how much she ate. She was a little skinny kitty. Little Minerva found a home in India. So the question is, does this story prove the existence of God? That's like... And the answer is, I think if you're trying to prove something, you're just not with the guidance. Because see, this is not about proving things and about, guidance is all about like being in the moment and finding your way, you as a person, you as an individual, like what's up for you to do? How are you going to live your life? And, most people are just looking to manifest their next new car, And maybe, if you spend enough time getting guidance and you get enough new cars, maybe you get what you want. Probably the way to get beyond what you want is to get it, and then go beyond that. I mean, I did that with sex, money, and a whole lot of other things too, And I don't know if I'm beyond it all yet, but I'm definitely enjoying myself, and I've helped some people, which makes me happy, It's one thing Meher Baba once said is that real happiness lies in making other people happy. And it's something that I have found to be utterly true, And happiness is something you can't, they always say this, it's trite, but you can't buy it. And it's funny, but in a way, there's two ways to be happy, and one way is to be happy, and the other way is you earn it. So I think most people on this website are, not really trying to be happy. That's a little beyond their, scope, their frame of reference. Like they're suffering and they're trying to cure something, and maybe they don't even realize that the point of curing things is to be happy. And the interesting thing about curing things is that when you even start to cure something, you instantly become happy. The calm, happy place, that the meditative, serene, happy place, the courageous, loving, bold, inventive, intuitive, perceptive, calm, clear, happy place comes the instant that often the instant that, it may be your very first signal that you ever get. So anyway, this is what guidance looks like. And it also looks like spontaneous signals. Presumably you've been in the position the whole time looking for spontaneous signals. May have gotten some as I've been talking. May have, may not have. But, keep open. Stay open to them. And let yourself be carried away by your own intuitive faculties. Because that's what happens with this. As you do this, it just ramps your intuition up like, whoa, And I tell you what, like I can look at a room full of people and read them and know if there is anybody there who can give me what I'm looking for. And what I'm looking for the person who will end the HIV epidemic in Africa, which hasn't turned out to be me, obviously. But that person is out there, I know that. So that's who I'm intending to manifest. And hopefully I'll be guided to that person, or they to me. Whatever. So, there's more here than cure. There's actually real enjoyment, so do enjoy. And enjoyment is curative.